Hello, this is CyberDragon. Today we'll talk about types of real estate properties. For the table of contents, we'll talk about the types of real estate properties, how to avoid uncertain properties to buy, how to finance the real estate property, and how to check for real estate property conditions, and what kind of real estate properties are on the market. And I'll show you the sources. And it'll be posted below down the video. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with everyone so they know about how to buy real estate property and pay it off, or use it as a rental, like a buy, fix, and flip, based on your choices. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And okay, so the types of real estate properties to look for are residentials, which include single-family house, townhouse, multifamily house, apartment, condos, or you can also do commercial properties like retail, office, hotels, and industrials. And also like medical offices, self-storages, to name an extra few. And also you can buy land, which you can buy a house, buy that piece of land. Okay, in order to buy land, you can do it through only two ways. Through a real estate agent or brokerage, or the county, like county courthouse and stuff like that. Buy the tax lien tax deed on it. You buy it relatively low. Check the square footage, and you gotta check a lot more into land because you have to have like if you need a permit to build a house, can you build a house on that property? If you can't, then it's designed either for commercial properties or it could be a garbage dump, to name a few examples. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the types of real estate properties in more depth. I'll summarize it for you. Same thing. Okay, let's start with residential. Residential has many forms. The most expensive one, single family. Second will be townhouse. Single family is the most expensive. Apartments will comply of duplex, triplex, fourplex, which is like a multi-family unit. It's kind of like two houses combined together. Triplex is like a three-level tier, 3 floors. Four is like 4 apartments or more. It's like one apartment that has like about 5, 7 floors. And mobile homes. Mobile homes are, you can pack the house on a car, travel to only mobile destinations that has a community. If you want to do a real estate investing, it's relatively low. You can start like very low as $1,000, so about a few $100,000. But first start small. If you're investing, you don't need a lot of money. If you're investing with tax lien tax deeds, which I described in previous videos, so go check out those videos. Like, ways to invest in residential property. Okay, you can buy a house, you fix and flip, or you can do wholesale. Wholesale is a way you can just assign bankrupt house and you have distressed homeowner that are about to close foreclosure, and you just need to find a real estate agent or anyone who's want to buy the house, another investor, put them together. You don't have to do a lot of the paperwork. It's mostly handled by the real estate agent that the homeowner hires or you hire, and you just collect a fee. Minimum fee, $10,000. Up until $50,000, depending on the type of property you're trying to sell. But a low ball wholesale fee, you should only go down due to if you can't fix and flip the house very quickly. Wholesale the house, go about 6,000. That's enough to survive based on real estate. And there are other methods you can invest in real estate, like vacation homes, crowdfunding, mortgage notes. Fix and flip is you hire a contractor, fix the house, flip it to make the difference, and that'll be your profit. Commercial real estate, they have office space, retail, self-storage, hotel lodging, you know what type of property. Retail, they can control small individual properties, shopping malls, strip malls. Industrial are like warehouses, manufacturing buildings, or data centers to store. Data centers are used for IT to store like farm servers for their business if they have a lot of information they couldn't store in one area, so they have a data center for that. And right now, popular are more hospital, clinics, doctor offices, senior care facilities like senior homes being built right now in 2021, up to maybe next year. So right now, most require at least, if you buy commercial property or residential, a minimum of 20% down payment. For commercial, you can have a small business loan financed with as little as 10 to 15%. For residential, you can deal with Federal Housing Association or VA loan. VA loan is used for Veterans Affairs, which is used for military, and they get a discount. They can have 0% down. Well, Federal Housing, they'll give you a little down payment between 3 to 10%, but they always recommend 20% so you can get a better interest. The more you put down, the better your interest. If you don't want to like finance that way, then another way is cash. One-time pay, everything done. All you gotta just worry about is property tax and HOA fees if they have it. Single-family houses don't have HOAs. Some do, some don't. HOAs can range from like, let's say $70 to about $200, $300. And another way, okay, when you buy vacant land, you have to determine, it varies directly on size, location, and the zoning law. You have to get authorized use of the land, so you need, sometimes you can purchase a property as few as $100 to a few $1,000, but some can cost more, depending on how big the property and what you can do with that property. If you build a house on it, the land price in the house will increase your real estate, and you can make bigger profits. Okay, buy land. Okay, you bought the land for $1,000, about 2,000 square feet on both sides, 2,000, 2,000, right? 2,000, relatively low, and you bought it as a tax lien or tax deed. Tax deed, tax lien and tax deed was described in my previous videos before. Tax lien is someone didn't pay their property tax for the year, so you can buy their tax lien, and you'll get paid an interest between 12 to 24%, depending on the state and the county. While the tax deed, it's already foreclosed. You can buy the property and give homeowner a certain amount of time frame. If the homeowner doesn't buy the tax deed back, you own the house free and clear. So let's talk about how to avoid undesirable properties. What are undesirable? Okay, it'd be like they have landlines in front of the house, like those long telephone poles that runs electricity for the whole city or town. You don't want to buy houses near train stations, cemeteries, funeral homes, crime area, red zone areas. What is red zone area? Red zone area is a high crime rate. Let's say Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of crime rate. Los Angeles, California. Crime rate. But those houses can be expensive. Like Los Angeles, California. Why they're so expensive? Because Hollywood. Movie stars, restaurants, near the beach. That's why they're expensive. In a red zone area, it was like crime rate. Houses are cheap. People don't want to live there because of your crime rate, so the amount of risks. And let's look at some more unreserved reply. You can go to mybanktracker.com. It'll tell you what type of houses you should avoid buying. You don't want to buy houses that near a fire station because they make amount of noise and it's very hard to sleep. And you have to get up like 6 in the morning and then go out the door before 7 o'clock to go to your job. But you can get some discount on your homeowner insurance based on the quote from Carol Pullman. They should avoid buying a house near a hospital because it's regarded as the top 4 hospital in the United States because in the middle of the city. Alright, water treatment facilities. I think it's because the equipment and the toxins around power plants. If you buy near there, you'll have chemicals in the water, gas, electricity, smoke in the air, which is bad for your health and your family's health. Bus stop areas, gas stations, conventional, supercenters, landfills, power lines. This is to avoid foreclosure houses because some houses, when people foreclose, some houses are damaged on the inside. Some are still kept in good condition. It'll cost you like rehab between like $10,000 and $50,000 repairs. So this to always avoid it. But if you're willing to take the risk and you hold a property, invest it, you can turn a profit. Maybe let's say you bought the house for $50,000, damage $20,000, broken walls, updated bathroom, plumbing, electricity, plus all that, 20,000 or more, depend how extensive the damage. $20,000 is the best budget you can start with. After you fix that out, okay. So you can resell to about 30 to 40% more. So let's say you sell it for about 8,000, sell for 120,000. It's a $40,000 profit. Okay, how to finance real estate property. You can do regular affairs, which I discussed previously, fixed and adjustable, conventional loans, cash, tax lien, tax deeds, REO, county auctions. So let's go with conventional loans. Conventional loans are either private or public. Private is there's no federal government backing, while conventional loan for government conventional loan, backed up by government in case something happens. Oh, you're approved for a loan, but later you lost your job, you can get out of the contract within a certain amount of time frame. Cash, pay 100%. You don't have to pay anything else. After that is either HOA and property tax, water bill, electric bill. Very basic stuff. You pay. Tax liens, tax deeds that I discussed previously. REO. What REO? REO is a bank-owned property. I mean, the bank foreclosed on your property you did not pay the mortgage. After 3 months, they file for bankruptcy. Go to bankruptcy court, but usually when you complete 100%, it goes like 4 phases. 3 months is the round 1. Round 2 is 6 months. That's you complete bankruptcy, they're taking you to court. They give you a certain 6 months to pay it all back, your mortgage up to the current. And there's only 2 options. You can refinance, file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which is refinancing, or Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you're paying nothing. The bank can't take your house, but they'll eventually get your house maybe in about 1 or 2 years later, depending on your county law and based on the state. County auctions, you can buy houses relatively cheap. Those are where your tax and tax deeds are, or you can buy on the auction, which they bid down on interest for the tax lien section, which I said between 12 to 24%. Tax deed, you're paying the full price of the tax deed. It could be like $1,000, $2,000. Plus, you have to pay closing fee and closing fee. That's it. So if they have like HOA fee, and that HOA fee, you may be held responsible to pay for it. But if you purchase insurance, like a mortgage insurance, when you first time buy the house, you don't have to pay for it. The insurance company covers it, and I deal with title property. Title property will help deal with all that. Mortgage insurance, closing, all that stuff for you. County auctions are pretty much designed for real estate investors, but they can do it with for everybody. County does all the paperwork for you. Just write a check, pay it, or cash or check. But they always want check. So if you win the bid on the property, pay the cash or check on the same day. Sometimes they give you about like a week or two, depending on the county. Alright, let's go with government-backed conventional loans. What they are. They're Federal Housing Association, USDA loans. These loans are like they'll tell you like how much you qualify for, and your interest can range from 3% to 5%. Right now, the interest rate is like 4.3, so depends on what type of loan you get. Maybe an option for first-time homebuyer have a short or negative credit report, or you need a lower down payment. That's good for conventional loans. Okay, what are jumbo conforming loans? Those loans are from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. They deal with purchasing selling loans to investors as security. Okay, housing market may not find a house with a price that fits within your guidelines, so it's an option. Do not plan to see them to invest, or for this reason they have more lenient standards regarding limits as well as credit standard limits. Those are the type of loans you can deal with. And last, fixed adjustable rates. There are three types. The main difference is that fixed rate loan keeps the same interest rate throughout the repayment period, like a monthly payment on your house will never change. Adjustable rate loans have an interest rate that changes over time, which could be good and bad. Let's say the housing interest rate went up, you have to pay more. And if you switch it to adjustable rate loan, if your house went down, let's say from 4.25 to 3.25, you save 1% interest on the mortgage of your loan. It could be good or bad based on the economy. That is based on the economy. Or you just pay a fixed rate, which is same throughout all types of economy. Real estate markets usually go up and down, usually every 5-year time frame. Next is how to check for property condition. Okay, example right here in the video is mold. This is mold. Mold is mostly with water moisture, dust, paint peeling off, stuff like that. If that was your house, typical cost is between $500 to about $2,000, depending on the amount of mold. The more the mold, the more the cost. Okay. If paint is like from white to yellow, that's a simple. You just use some paint strippers to remove the old paint and put on a new coating. And check for electrical and plumbing. Let's say you bought a house in 1980. Electrical was good. About right now it's like 2021. It's 30 years. Some of the electrical would be replaced. What needs to be replaced? Outlets, switches, ceiling fans, basic electrical fixtures, and check the breaker box to see if some of the switches are working. If some of the switches are working, you're, you're good. If some of them don't work, you spend usually about like $10 to $15 per one of those circuit breaker switches. Relatively inexpensive. If you want to replace all of them, it costs about usually $200 to $300. If you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's, go to your local hardware store. If those are easy, you can do by yourself, but watch some YouTube videos, like DIY videos, but they're not recommended because electricity is more dangerous, so you can hire an electrical professional. If your main switch is broken, it will cost you about $600 just to replace that. The main switch, just the breaker. If you want to replace everything, the switches, the wires, just for the electrical part, you'll spend $2,000. Alright, for plumbing. Plumbing you can do by yourself because it's less dangerous. Plumbing, check if the sink works, the bathroom works. Sink and bathroom, that's pretty much it. For the kitchen side and the bathroom side. And toilet, see if the toilet works. If the toilet's out of date, switch it out. Right? And water heater, see if it's working, no leaks or anything. And flush the water every like 6 months to remove the grains and dust that comes from the outside of the underground water reservoir. And the age of the house. If you bought a house, let's say 1960s, 70s, those require a little bit different because those times they use lead paint. Lead paint is illegal, and you need to check if it has lead paint. If it's bought between 1980 and above, you're pretty much good. They don't have lead paint anymore. So the age of the house will determine the type of repairs you'll need. Landscape. Landscape is like your front yard, backyard. Okay, if you have like a tree's fine. If it has like a few bushes, you can remove them or not. It's based on you. If it covers a window, it's best to remove it so people can see more of the outside view. If you decide to do a fix and flip and sell for profit. So the backyard, you can see how the backyard, does it have a fence? Does it have a yard, like a deck on top? If it doesn't, you can build one. Usually costs about $5,000, $10,000 for materials and labor, all add together. And you can do it by yourself, but it'll take like many. If you do it every Saturday, Sunday, take about. My neighbor has done that. It took him about 2 months to finish. Saturday, Sunday, 8-hour shift. Boom, done. Check the flooring. So the flooring don't have mold or uneven floorboards. Carpet looks a little old. Replace the whole carpet, brand new. Cost between, based on the square feet, in a church by per room, you can get like a $99 special. Like 1-800 Floor Direct. Roofing. Check the inside of the attic. See if there's no holes inside or mold or anything. And check see how's the insulation, so you can determine if it's good or bad. If insulation's like getting brown, replace the whole thing, buy new insulation. Cost you about $200, $400 depending on how many insulation you need. Check the rooftop if it doesn't have a problem. Like if there's one shingle missing, buy a shingle stuff. And the asphalt costs about 20-30 bucks. Simple repair, go do by yourself. Get a ladder. If it's one story is fine. 2 stories, you hire a professional. If it's 3 stories, ooh, Better hire a professional. And don't forget to purchase house insurance, just in case. Because you'll need it for any emergency. When you do tsunami or else fire, water, workers' comp, if you hire a contractor and they fall off, they'll go after that. If they go more, then how much you buy, how much your coverage. Okay. Okay, the real estate properties on the market. Why they're so expensive right now? Because higher cost of living, food prices, people moving from one state to another, like from California, move to Las Vegas, Nevada, or South Carolina, like lower income areas. Let's say you buy a house, California, Los Angeles, $1 million house. You can buy like over 10 properties. Let me see, 4 properties. 1 you live in, 3 rental, make profit. In Las Vegas, to buy a house now for a single family house, about median average $530,000. It's been that for over a month. So I estimate in next, right now it's decreasing, but hasn't so far decreased. So wait until January 2022 to buy houses because it's the best time to buy houses next year. Right now, if it's like East Coast, your winter time, not best time to buy houses. Best time to buy houses between March to August. And here's a list of resources. Go to Millions Acres, My Bank Tracker, Goldwater Bank. Goldwater Bank will talk about the loans. Million Acres will talk type of real estate. My Bank Tracker will talk about real estate location, undesirable, undesirable. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this with everyone, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Goodbye.